My name is Tim Johnson. I am the principal here, and I called an IEP meeting to help John with his transitional services here. So a little bit of background about John. He moved to Idaho when he was about in 5th grade, and basically he's been living with his mother the entire time that, you know, his father moved back to Oklahoma after a little bit of time. John has a little bit more contact with them. Things are a little strained with his mother, but you know, he wants to be able to live independently. He's a good kid. He's usually moderately dressed, but you know, there are a few things. He's not reading at the level he needs to. He's not being able to write at the level he needs to be at, and you know, his math skills aren't helping him in the time ahead. So we're going to address those things and see what's going to be best for him.
What's up? My name's John.
Hi, I'm Miss Katrina. I'm John's mom.
I am Jenna Del Toro, and I am John's math teacher.
My name is Solma Kamilova. I am John's English teacher.
Thank you for coming. We appreciate you, the two of you, taking time out of your schedule to be able to attend this IEP meeting for John here. So what we are going over here, Mrs. Katrina, is that John is going to be graduating. So we want to go over a plan on where he's at right now and what you'll be doing after high school. So let's go ahead and go over some of the school goals with this IEP, and we'll address that first, and then we'll go into what we're looking at post-school, all right?
Okay, sounds like a plan.
Alright. So Mrs. Katrina, I am John's math teacher, and John, you've made great improvements with doing math without a calculator. Just a few months ago, you were very dependent on using the calculator for addition, subtraction, easy multiplication, and division, and you have moved past that.
Yes.
So that's awesome, as well as simple addition and subtraction, as well as using decimals with them. Something that you do need help with is the personal finance unit. So you had an 80% accuracy rate with the decimals, but that dropped to 60% when we were on the personal finance unit. What do you think was difficult, or how come you dropped so much?
It's hard.
Yeah.
Like when it's just the simple stuff, I can get it and I understand it. But when it's in like real life stuff, like the checkbook register
Sure.
and the budgeting, it's really hard.
Okay. My thoughts are you need a little more work and help, like one-on-one help with this. So my suggestion is that John attends a tutoring session just once a week, 30 minutes to an hour. Does that sound okay to you? What do you think about that, John? It could be during lunch, it could be an elective, or it could be after school.
If I have to, I think I can.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it will really, really help with this unit, but not only this unit, personal finance is something that carries on with you forever. So if you want to be independent, pay bills, live in a house, have a job, this will be really, really beneficial to you.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Awesome. Thanks.
Okay, well, thank you for that. The next couple sections here are going to be reading and writing, so if you'd like to go ahead and take over.
Yes, hello, Mrs. Katrina.
Hi.
My name is Solma Kamilova. I am John's English teacher.
Oh, nice to meet you.
So I would like to speak with you about his writing. John is able to maintain simple vocabulary at a 80% success rate, and his spelling and grammar are very good as well. But he is struggling with developing his thesis statement for his essays. Yes, and if he is planning to go on to college, he will. This is the skill he would need. He will be provided with a computer, and I thought of having him do tutoring hours after school possibly, where we could help him with his writing abilities, like developing a thesis statement and just going step by step over how to write a successful paper. He's right now able to write a 3-paragraph essay, but we want him to be able to write a successful 5-paragraph essay. Reading. His reading level is at 2nd grade when reading aloud. So, but he is able to, reading silently, he is able to read at 6th and 7th grade level, and he is able to comprehend comfortably at a 5th grade level. So we would like to improve that, and I would also suggest reading one-on-one with someone, with a tutor, or you could also read at home. Tape recorder is another option where you can record yourself reading and then listen to it.
Yeah, if I can listen to myself read on the tape recorder, I think it might help me.
Yes, and you could do that at home or
Yeah, I can help
anywhere.
him.
Yes, definitely. Thank you.
Thanks, Mom.
So we would like to increase your reading ability to a 3rd grade level when reading aloud.
To get onto the stuff with 450G, so let's think of some accommodations that might be necessary to help you get some success here.
For writing, like I mentioned, computer, using Microsoft Word will be very helpful to maintain your spelling and grammar abilities. As well as for writing essays, you would need an MLA format, so Microsoft Word would be very helpful for you.
And if I'm writing on a computer, that'll help me focus more on my thesis statement problem I'm having, so I won't have to worry so much about the grammar vocabulary that I'm already pretty good at. So that makes sense.
For your reading, like I mentioned, tape recorder would be very helpful, and echo reading would also be another option. For your essays, we could give you extra time for completion for your writing.
That sounds good.
And that will be something done in class, not at tutoring hours.
Okay.
And for math, I was thinking of giving you a checkbook register. This would just make the personal finance unit a little more real, and then that way you could really see how it's done, like broken up. You could have like a fake checkbook register that you're in charge of, and then maybe we could get your real finances in there, just so you can manage that. I wouldn't be looking at that because that's not my business, but just for you.
Okay, that sounds good. Practice would be good.
Exactly, lots of practice.
We're going to go over where we're at in the school right now, where you're at personally and academically, and where you would like to go. So I see here that you are currently working at Chuck E. Cheese, and you're busing and cleaning right now?
Yes.
Okay. How long have you been out there?
Yeah, for a while. I worked there and I stopped and now I work there again.
Okay. You have been doing tutoring in elementary math and reading?
Yeah, I have, but I really don't like it.
What seems to be the issue with it?
I don't know, it's just, I already have a lot going on and it really doesn't help me in what I need help with.
Okay. Fair enough. I think that with what I see with your current involvement, I think it might be helpful to just eliminate that aspect. It might not be helping you at this point in getting you where you need to be. So I think it might be fair to just start looking at other options.
That would also free up my time to help me with my math and my reading and my writing.
Yeah, you would get self-tutoring instead of, I know you like helping others, but I think it's probably something for the best right now to just kind of focus a little bit more on you. You're involved with the Civil Air Patrol?
Yes, I am.
Okay. How do you like that?
I like it a lot. It keeps me busy. It helps me with leadership roles. publicly speaking and community service. So yeah, I like it.
All right. So, what do you have planned here following graduation? High school.
You know, I kind of want to go to college, but I don't know exactly what I want to do, so I'm not entirely sure.
Okay. Well, you know, you did take the ideas test back in January.
Never
You
that.
had all that inventory interview stuff. Based on what it indicated there was that you have a high aptitude in protective services area. And I honestly think that an untapped area that hasn't been brought up before would be military service. I mean, you currently are working with Civil Air Patrol, so really the next logical step for a lot of people there is to actually enlist with the Air Force.
Okay. How would I do that? I don't know where to start.
We could certainly get you talking to a recruiter, so we can help you, you know, at least indicate where you need to go to set up those meetings. This would pretty much be mostly on you, but, you know, just talking with a recruiter is really the first step, and then you go from there.
But I still kind of want to go to college, even though I'm not entirely sure what I want to do.
Okay, well, you know, the military there are Reserve and National Guard units,
Okay.
and there's actually, you know, over at Gowan Field, there is Air and Army National Guard. So that's 1 weekend a month, 2 week a year commitment. I mean, it's a part-time job while you'd be going to college. They give tuition assistance, pretty good stuff. So, I mean, it's an area I think you might actually want to consider, and I think that would help you out in a few of your other goals.
Okay.
We'll definitely think about this, so we'll just have here looking at, you know, talking to a recruiter. Say you want to go to college, do you have anything set up there? Have you made applications yet, or?
We got the papers for the open house,
Yeah.
but I didn't do that yet.
Okay. You're going to want to get going on that, so
Okay.
you want to be able to get applied. You know, if you know that you want to go in this upcoming year, do your application. I think that, you know, it would help to write some scholarship application essays, so that could certainly help you out with a little bit of your independent living. What were you thinking about that? Were you still thinking of living at home?
No, I want to move out.
Inside,
I mean, I'll miss your cooking, but I want to be on my own.
Okay. Speaking with, you know, military recruiter, doing scholarship applications, you know, those are the kinds of things that will enable you to actually have a comfortable life while you're going to school. So I think those are a couple things that you need to work at. As far as where you're going right now, I think that you should just continue with the Civil Air Patrol until you possibly enlist. You know, I'd like to get you talking to a recruiter. You need to talk to them in order to kind of come to a decision. In the meantime, I think that, you know, attending the workshops and tutoring sessions that your teachers have here, those are going to help give you a leg up here. You want to live independently, you need to make sure that you can balance your checkbook and understand how to work a budget so that you can live on your own.
I think that sounds good.
yeah, that sounds good for me.
Okay. All right, so if there's nothing else, okay, any questions?
No, I'm just gonna say thank you to all of you for being here and take care of my son. And I really appreciate that.